Hello Blue Collar Preppers, this is Aaron Pallette welcoming you to Apocabox unboxing number 5. This is the June edition. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I've got a special thank you shout out to Moose Man who left me a video on my comment on my previous video thanking me, saying that he appreciated the videos and he bought a subscription after watching them. So thank you very much. I love the comments. So let's get into the unboxing. So the skills challenge for today is unusual because usually it has something to do with the contents of the box, but it doesn't. This time it's how to start a fire with a water-filled trash bottle. So that's interesting. So let's see what we have here. Oh, there's a comment by Creek saying that the shredded wood packing is now being replaced with shredded paper. I assume this is shredded paper. It really doesn't seem all that different from the shredded wood from before. So, June 2015. Ooh, it's the Treasure Hunt edition. Because apparently what Creek has done is he has taken his personal knife, a Blackbird SK5, and hidden it somewhere in the United States. And there's a riddle that is the clue on how to get there. No, I'm not going to let you read that. If you wanted to find his knife, you had to buy a subscription to Apocabox like everyone else. I'm not really sure why he's doing it. He says that he loves this knife. He's used it for many years, and it serves him just as well now as he did when he first got it. If I had a knife that good, I wouldn't let go of it. But that's his call. So, first thing we have here is a bandana. Creek loves his bandanas and scarves and everything else. So, it is 100% cotton. It's done in a bright motif. It's 100% cotton. You can make char cloth out of it. You can make a filter. You can do all sorts of things with it. We've covered this a bunch of times. You know, bandanas are nice. Crickets. Yeah, these are bugs. They're actually food. They're flavored salt and vinegar. And as he says here, I don't know that I would consider you a true survivalist unless you've eaten at least one bug. The cricket is a great place to start, and apparently they have as much protein as beef when compared pound for pound. Okay. Yeah, this is one of these things that I recognize I probably should do, but I'm still getting over the ick factor of eating bugs. It's a cultural thing. I understand that people eat bugs in Asia and even in South America all the time. Just ew. One thing that I think is funny, the ingredients list, crickets. That's all it says. Oh, I'm sorry, salt and vinegar. These are $3, and the bandana was $6 for those keeping a running count. The Berry Finder. There was a book similar to this a couple of Apocaboxes back that was how to identify trees in the winter. And this is not by the same author, but it is the same style, made by the same company. And it's got wonderful black and white illustrations, and it's a flowchart. So you go through the motions and you figure out what kind of berry you have. I love these books. As soon as I saw the one on how to find them in the winter, I went on Amazon and I got one for how to identify trees by the leaves as well. Then there's the Berry Finder, which I didn't find because it was by a different author. So this is good stuff. It's by Nature Study Guild Publishers. So I'm going to look into all the stuff they have and get more of their books. So this book is $6, and oh, it is so worth it. I'm going to put this in my bug-out bag next to the other books. Tyrannize, $15.95. This is listed as being an all-natural water purification solution, and it strips away contaminants from the water molecule, making them insoluble so they filter out of the water and they turn into sediment at the bottom of your bottle. And this is supposed to be 100% safe, unlike things like chlorine or iodine, which you take them long enough, you can start having some health problems. It's supposed to last forever, just so long as you keep it out of bright sunlight or 100-degree heat, which will cause the plastic to start breaking down. And there are several videos about this, which I'm going to link to in the notes below, because I'm not yet cool enough to figure out how to do the thing where I point and give you a link. But what's interesting about this is this addresses, or allegedly addresses, I haven't tested it yet, a lot of the shortcomings of filters, which filter out a lot of biological stuff, but may not do a lot of chemical things. This is supposed to help chemically, so you pair this with a soluble water filter, and this should help get rid of all sorts of things like nasty chemicals, heavy metals, things like that. Haven't tried it yet, so I'm not recommending it. I'm suggesting you investigate if you want to know more. I'm definitely going to give it a try. The Speedy Sharp, on the other hand, is something that I have experience with. I love it to death. I have two, and I recommend it on my blog every chance I get. And it is wonderful for dealing with really badly dull blades, because the carbide edge, used properly, will cut into the steel and help you put a good working, and then if you work on it further, you can get a really nice shaving edge on it. You just need to be careful. You need to experiment so you don't use too much pressure, because if you put too much pressure, you can cut too much off. So experiment with a beater knife before you do it on one of your really nice knives, but this is fantastic. I use it on my 1055 high carbon steel kukri machete. It's one of the few things that really gets in there and hones that sucker, and I love it. It is $11. I cannot recommend it too highly. And there is a tutorial on their website, which I will also link to in the show notes. Now, for people who don't want to use carbide and want to kick it old school, there is an Arkansas sharpening stone. Now, what's unusual about this is that there are grooves cut in it. And the reason for that is apparently someone showed Creek this really nifty trick. He had one of these stones and he carved channels into it. And there's a video, again, which I will link to, but the short version is you take some twine, floss, whatever, you wrap it around here, you do it a little knot, put it down over a log. And so you do one end, and then you do another end, and I'm doing a horrible job explaining it, but the two little things of string of rope will hold it in place. And then when you sharpen it, you're sharpening it like it's a bench rest knife rather than holding it where you have the possibility of cutting yourself. And if you've seen one of my previous videos, it's very easy to cut yourself and it's not fun. And I felt like a dumbass. Don't be a dumbass and cut yourself. So this is $8 and it comes in a cunning little leather pocket. Keep calm and survive patch. Creek loves his patches. These are $5, and these are the first ones to have a Velcro backing. All the others were iron-on or sew-on. This has Velcro. Yay. The Wallet Ninja. I took it out of the plastic because it was this big triangular thing, and I had to cut it open, and I wanted to do that so that you guys could see everything that was in it. It is a wallet card that has a variety of tools on it. You've seen variations on this before. It's made of metal. It costs $10. It has 18 tools on it, and it is supposed to be TSA approved, so you can carry it in your wallet even on an airplane. So you've got the ruler in inches and centimeters, You've got a bottle opener. There's a little screwdriver. There's an eyeglass screwdriver. That's a letter opener and a nail puller, that notch there. This is a box opener. I'm not entirely sure how. You got various hex wrenches. You got a little screwdriver there. You've got the can opener there. Apparently, if you take a business card and you fit it in there, somehow you can rest a cell phone against it. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Mostly because I haven't seen a business card that's either that short or that wide. But if you have a need of things and you can't carry a Swiss Army knife or a Leatherman, this'll do. I don't know how well it'll do. I've tried the various wallet tools before. They're kind of awkward. I mean, if I'm trying to do my glasses, you know, I can kind of unscrew things. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But hey, an uncomfortable tool is better than no tools at all. Instant Bowstring Kit. Now this really interests me. This is $12, and it comes in completely sealed. And what we have here, well, I'll get to the goodies in a moment. It doesn't really look like a bowstring. It is just length of industrial plastic, like you would do for a tie-down, I guess. And you can do different things with it according to the instructions here. You can, in fact, use it as a tie-down. You've got these little flat buckles. So you would pass this through here, and you fold that down, and you then feed it back through again. I'm probably doing this wrong, but it gives you the idea that you can use this as a buckle to tie things down. It's already starting to shred. Alright, but you get the idea, right? So you can do that. You can start ripping it apart. You can use the little bits. You can use it like paracord, really. And so it comes with needles as well, in case you need to use it to sew things up. And then there are instructions on how to turn it into a bowstring by twisting it. And I'm going to link to yet another video that'll show you how to use it as a bowstring. So what this is, it's a different approach to the similar 100 feet of paracord. This stuff is supposed to have a higher tensile strength, 700 pounds as opposed to the 550 cord being 550 pounds. But you can strip it down to a 40-pound sewing thread or fishing line or whatever. It's light. It packs down to a small size. It's really not going to hurt anything unless you're one of those microweight campers. And this is $12. I don't know if I'll ever use it. It is interesting. It amuses me. I place a value on amusement. So watch the video. Judge for yourself. Finally, we have the handmade item and the real jewel of this month's box, the Scandinavian Kuska. It is a hand-carved cup, mug, whatever you want to call it. And it is native to the Finland and Sweden areas. Well, their countries, jerk. And so this is made by hand. It's done in the traditional style, and it holds 1 cup of water or tea or whatever. And so you just rinse it out when you're done. You put a little olive oil, mineral oil on it to help seal it and keep it from degrading. One of the things I like about it is it feels really comfortable in my hand, and there are a variety of different ways to hold it. You can hold it like this. I guess if you're offering something, if you're measuring, you're scooping, you can hold it like this, sort of the way you'd typically hold a coffee cup, or stick both fingers through there and you can get a really solid grip on it. And just any way I hold it, it feels really comfortable in my hand. and that's just neat. I've never experienced anything like this. I think it weighs more than a traditional steel cup. An aluminum cup would definitely weigh less, but there's just something comfortable and old school about this. I don't know that I would buy it on my own, but having already bought it with the Apocabox, I like it. It doesn't so much amuse me, but oh, that feels good in the hand. I don't know, maybe I'm going to have coffee with it in the morning. I have to see how it microwaves. Oh, and then there's a bit of jute twine in here for no reason that I can tell. Always handy. 2 pieces. Two pieces of jute twine. That was my terrible Count Von Count impression. So, oh yes, and of course the hunt for Creek's knife, which I'm sure he regards as priceless. So there you go. That is the June Apocabox. As usual, I have tallied up all the numbers, and taking everything at retail value, that comes out to $108.95. And I bought it for $50 plus shipping, so it works out to $60 or $30 every month, because this comes out every 2 months. So again, I feel like I'm getting a good value for my dollar. At least one person agrees, because Mooseman subscribed. Some of you may not. Honestly, as long as you watch my videos and leave me a comment, either here or at Blue Collar Prepping or at my nerd blog Looking Rhythmically, I'm happy. I just want people to read my stuff and comment. So thank you very much for watching. Next video should be, well, hopefully it'll be special, because that will be August, and that will be the 1-year anniversary of Apocabox. And maybe Creek will do something special, I don't know. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in 2 months if I don't do another video beforehand. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.